A new United Nations report is making serious accusations against Israel, accusing Israeli security forces of deliberately killing Palestinian children in Gaza even after a ceasefire was reached last October. The report, released on Tuesday and compiled by an independent commission of 3 senior international jurists, concluded that the killings of children in Gaza amount to genocide. The commission's chairman, Srinivasan Muralidhar, put it plainly: by targeting children, Israel is, in his words, attacking the very capacity of the Palestinian people to exist and to determine their future. Here's what the commission found. Even after the October 2025 ceasefire, Palestinian children have continued to be killed and seriously injured. UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Agency, said last week that on average, 1 Palestinian child has been killed every single day since the truce began. A UNICEF spokesman described the ceasefire as a cruel and deadly illusion, saying children were shot, bombed, and hit by airstrikes in their homes, in schools, while playing football, while fishing. The commission also documented killings of Palestinian children in the occupied West Bank, which it characterized as war crimes. One case highlighted in the report involves a 14-year-old boy in the West Bank's Al-Farah refugee camp who was shot by Israeli soldiers in 2025 as he left his house to play with a cousin and a friend. According to the report, soldiers were seen on video standing around him for 45 minutes as he bled to death, shooting at his mother to prevent her from reaching him and blocking an ambulance from getting through. The Israeli military, for its part, described the individual as a terrorist who had attempted to attack soldiers during an operation. The report also assessed that the high proportion of boys killed reflects what the commission called a policy of targeting boys due to their perceived status as, quote, terrorists and future terrorists. It documented the detention of Palestinian minors, particularly adolescent boys, in prisons and detention centers where they were, the commission says, routinely subjected to torture and physical violence, including some cases of sexual violence. Lawyers, parents, and information about their whereabouts were withheld from them. During the 2-year war that preceded the ceasefire, the Gaza Ministry of Health estimated that more than 21,000 Palestinian children were killed. Among those, the commission said at least 5,031 were under the age of 5, including more than 1,000 under the age of 1, and roughly 420 newborns. The report also noted that Israel's attacks on hospitals and the destruction of neonatal and maternity facilities have led to increased preventable mortality, and that over 2 years, the birth rate in Gaza has decreased, which the commission says undermines the continuity of the Palestinian population itself. Israel's response was sharp. Its UN mission in Geneva dismissed the report as a libelous sham, calling the investigating commission a fundamentally flawed mechanism whose very purpose is to single out and vilify Israel. The Israeli Foreign Ministry added that the report completely erases Israeli children who were, in its words, brutally murdered, kidnapped, and targeted by Hamas, and accused Hamas of using Palestinian children as human shields. Israel has not responded to any of the 13 requests for information the commission sent since October 7, 2023. The report names 11 Israeli military units linked to the killing and injury of Palestinian minors, and for the international community, it arrives as a stark reminder that a ceasefire on paper has not meant safety on the ground for the youngest people caught in this conflict. That's the story: a United Nations report charging genocide against children in Gaza, a firm denial from Israel, and a death toll that keeps rising even in the shadow of a truce.